as you guys can see in the title, and I'm back with another reaction. Guys, subscribe, like, share, turn on the post notification to get notified every single time we post a new banger video. So let's get it. I don't want talking. Guys, like, you can subscribe, like, it's easy. Just press boop, and yes, it's free, isn't it? It's free. So subscribe, like, and share about another reaction video. So on the subscribe, like, yeah, guys, we're gonna try to post every single day for now, so you can get watch video. So guys, let's get right in that video, and yeah, very let's go.
Isn't it great being the most popular girl in school? If you ask me, honestly, it's the best thing. Around my final year of high school, I was the most popular girl in my school. A total social butterfly. Everyone wanted to be my friend, and there were no bullies at all. Everyone in school greeted me, "Aubrey, you look gorgeous," every other morning, no matter
Something happened.
thing, which meant giving up my good life at that school. But before
Yeah, I
we
mean,
move on,
yes, that's
like
it.
this video, hit that subscribe button, and activate the notification bell, and you will pass all your exams. Trust me,
That's
it
not
works.
true. That's
He
not
asked me to transfer to another school in another city. Why, Dad? It's mid-year. Such an awkward time, I said to him, but he told me that it was the job. He had to relocate, so he wanted me to come along. After my mom had passed away, my dad had only focused on giving me the best life, buying me the coolest car, phone, and dresses, and
Wait, guys, I forgot. Bro, I just get my hair cut today. Watch it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, yeah. Yes, guys, just get me a haircut today. Like, home if you forget that.
everything I had asked for.
Let's
Because of
hear it,
that,
Mom.
for one,
Let's hear it.
I wanted to do something to go with him, even if it meant having to bid goodbye to my popularity and leave all my friends behind. I had to do it. So we packed our bags and left for the other city. He even got me admitted to a school there instantly. But before I started school there, my dad sat me down to give me some instructions which I strictly needed to follow, according to him. It was weird because he had never done anything as such before, but still I listened to him carefully. First, you cannot tell anyone I am an agent in the FBI. Just tell them I am a writer, he said in a serious...
I agent, bro. I agent. Like, guys, I love agent. I like police, the bailing agent, bail enforcement. Yeah, I like those jobs. Yeah, but I don't want to be
Oh,
anyone.
yeah. Did I forget to mention my dad's an FBI agent? I had known for a while, and I had always kept a secret. I was glad my dad trusted me enough to keep his true identity hidden. Second, I need you to be very observant. Look for anything peculiar if you can, he added. Third, I need you to be careful. Practice your martial arts, okay? He said, and I nodded my head in agreement. I knew he cared for me, so I didn't question him further, and we ended our conversation there. The next day was my first day at the new school. Somewhat excited and nervous, I entered the school wondering where my class must be. As soon as I entered, I met a girl with a lot of makeup on and a mid of the year. She must have done something filthy at her previous school. The girl said as she saw me walk in, and all the other girls laughed at me and walked away. I had never been insulted
That's
like
sad.
that
That's
my
sad.
whole life, and that made me feel really bad. Don't take that to heart. Rachel's a bully. She'll do that often.
That's sad, man. That's sad. But I hate bullies. Like, come on, I was like, I hate bullying. Like, bullying was like they need to do something to the bullies in school. And that's sad. Yeah,
A girl said from behind. I turned around to see a tall, slim girl with curly hair. Let me help you find your classroom, the girl added. I thanked her and we instantly became friends. She told me her name was Millie, and surprisingly enough, we were in the same class. However, she told me that Rachel was not the end of the bullying scene in the school. There's another girl here who is the worst. She's the school principal's daughter who takes herself as a queen. As she was telling me about it, I bumped into someone in the hallway because I was paying more attention to what Millie was saying. You rude brat, how dare you push me? The girl screamed at me while fixing her dress. I'm sorry, I said, almost crying. You are going to pay for this. Don't mess with me, she said, pushed me, and walked away. That was the girl I was telling you about, Lilith, Millie said, but what Lilith had just said kept ringing in my head. You are going to pay for this. Millie further told me that Lilith was very mean and usually played people behind their backs, snitched on them, and made trouble for others. Now I
what the
was going
heck?
to face not one, but two bullies at once. But hearing what Millie had said, I figured Rachel was not even that bad compared to Lilith. What an unlucky day. I thought, but I had no idea that it was just the beginning of it. After I was done with my first class, I got called into the principal's office. As I walked into the office, I saw a big old man with a huge mustache, and honestly, I was a little scared. It's your first day of school, Aubrey, and you're pushing my daughter and bullying her? That's not
Guys,
good,
it kind
he
of low.
said, which made me want to cry. I bumped into Lilith. It was an
Yeah, yes,
accident,
that's
and
true.
second, he didn't even let me speak to explain. And that was not only it. He had already called my dad in.
Yes, guys, something happened, so I'm gonna stop the video.
Already called my dad in to make a big deal about the matter. Your daughter is making trouble on her first day. He started giving a lecture to my dad.
Bro, it's ill on his fault. It is she fault, bro. It's the bully fault, right? I mean, just bias.
I'm so sorry this happened. Why don't you give Aubrey detention as punishment, and we let the matter go? My dad replied as if he believed I bullied someone. Now, I was really annoyed. Why would my dad believe some nonsense and be in favor of punishing me for something I didn't do? I thought, and it just made me angry. I didn't even talk to him on our way back home. I just pouted and looked away. I also refused to have dinner to let him know how angry I was. But it was not for long, because my dad was able to console me as he had a good reason behind what he did. Sweetheart, I'll be honest with you. Hear me out, he said, so I listened carefully. He told me that there was something fishy about that school and the FBI was investigating the place. That meant he was assigned that case. Not only that, they had even given permission that I could help if needed, and that was why we moved and I got admitted to that particular school. I didn't tell you before because I didn't want you to get too serious about it, he said, because he knew how much I wanted to be in the FBI, just like him. I had even taken martial arts training since I was 5. After hearing what he had to say, I was not angry anymore, but excited and serious, just as my father had worried. But I had to be, because if that case was successful, I could easily secure a place for me in the FBI in the future. The next day, all motivated, I went to school, only to find horrifying news. Rachel was missing. She didn't make it home last night, Millie told me. But what she told me next made me feel really bad for Rachel. While the local police were talking to the principal, he told them that she probably ran away and that her character was like that. After that, the police stopped looking for her, and her parents went out to go to places to look for her. I prayed and hoped that Rachel was fine, that she might not be in any trouble.
Guys, something happened. Guys, so something happened again. I don't know what, like, I'm
Time
gonna try
for my
to skip you
detention.
out and
For
get
that,
to the
I
juicy
went up to
part.
the library, but when I
Try to get to the juicy part. Yeah, like, but here, I think so.
agreement and told me to be very, very careful the next time. The day after that, the principal went out of school early, so it was the perfect chance for me to continue the previous day's research. The basement must have something useful to the case, I said to myself, and looked at the map of the school in the library to find out where the entrance of the basement was. Since I was still new to that place, it was necessary. After checking out the map properly, I made my way to the basement. There was nothing special about the basement. I mean, there was nothing that stood out. It was just a usual old basement. Still, I looked for about a good 5 minutes, but still nothing. However, after some time, I heard some noise coming from the walls. I was a little confused because it was coming from behind an empty shelf. I moved the shelf a little and it automatically slid to the side, revealing an entrance to a tunnel. I was surprised and curious as it was something I had not expected. I quickly took out my phone, took a picture, and sent it to my dad with a text. I found a tunnel in the basement. I'm going in. It was a huge, straight tunnel. There were numerous small rooms on the side and a passageway to walk through, so you can get the idea of how big it was. I looked closely inside the rooms to find many antiques and artifacts. Some of them looked very old, and some looked very expensive. But I still hadn't figured out what was making the noise, so I followed it and went straight to its origin. When I saw what was making the noise I heard, I was shocked. It was Rachel, inside a jail cell in the tunnel. She was on the floor hitting...
So, let me get this straight. Like, the principal put her daughter in that. Like, is that what it is? I don't know what, like, the principal put his daughter in the... Man, come on, man.
the cell hotel bar with her shoes, most certainly calling for help. As soon as she saw me, she cried out and asked for water. I gave her my bottle of water and an energy bar I had in my bag. How did you get here? I asked, all worried. Sobbing, she told me that she was waiting for her boyfriend in the basement on the day of her disappearance. But she heard someone else coming down, so she hid. It was the principal. She saw him open the way to the tunnel and got very curious, so she followed him. Unfortunately, he caught her following and locked her up. He's the leader of some mafia.
So guys, we don't know what happened again.
Antiques and
Something
artifacts
around.
down here and then smuggle them. All the illegal trade stuff. She told me as she devoured the energy bar. She
You
told
must
me
be
that
hungry
the tunnel
down
led
there.
straight to the sea where there were small ships ready to smuggle the items. I was shocked that the school was just for show and had such dark secrets. As we were talking, suddenly we heard loud footsteps quickly approaching us. We couldn't run anywhere because Rachel was locked up and I didn't want to leave her there. We were scared for our lives. When we finally saw who the person was, Rachel screamed so
So
loudly
really,
that I had almost lost
yes,
my
he's
hearing.
dead.
That's my dad. Calm down, I said. He was there to rescue us, and I was so thankful that he got there in time. The police on the FBI team arrived shortly after.
Like how FBI know that the school is something fishy going on. Like, guys, come on. Like, how, I don't know.
To investigate further and arrest the culprits. They arrested the principal and a few of his partners and
Yeah,
shut
that's
the
good.
school down. As for me, I moved back to my old school and life went back to normal. Millie got admitted
You
to my
guys,
school after
you
the
guys
other
are-
school shut down and we became as close as sisters. I kept in contact with Rachel.
So, guys, this is the end of the video. We're gonna wrap up this video. Subscribe, like, share, comment down below. Comment down below. Like, send DM me, give me some video to watch or something. Yeah, so I can react to it. And I'm out. Peace.